I remember also at the bar, you're like, I'll call that chick Ape Tits McGillicuddy. I'm like, I don't doubt for a second you will. You're like, all right, I'll do it.
This is kind of his. People don't really realize this about him, but we do these crazy videos. But he just he never turns that off.
Sometimes I turn it off.
I always go back to this story about when you decided to bring up anal sex at a wedding with that guy. You were vibing with the guy the whole wedding, and you bring up anal sex.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, and he goes, "Come on, man, I'm eating," and then doesn't talk to you the rest of the night. I love that, dude. I love that story, dude.
Some guys are fakes, you know, Zachary. And
you know that happens to you quite often.
This guy, he lived in LA and he just gotten married and he had like a wife and baby, and he was trying to be like the cool new dad. He's like, yeah, man, you know, I saw Motley Crue live on the Sunset Strip back in the 80s, man. And he's like, yeah, Rick Rubin lives right down the street from my house. And he kept saying these things where like you could tell he was trying to endear himself to me. It was like a mini verbal midlife crisis. Like every sentence he uttered was a verbal Corvette purchase.
He's trying to convince himself that he's cool more than you.
Yeah. And like I started to like be like, okay, this guy, he sounds like he had a good time when he was a younger man. Yeah. So I start like, letting him in on some secrets. So I was like, I hooked up with a girl a couple years ago. Never even touched her pussy. Went straight for the ass. And then just everything changed.
He's talking about his car. He's like, you ever drive a Corvette? You're like, I actually fucked a chick in the ass.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, dude, fuck. Okay, man. Well, I'm eating. Dude, he made it so awkward. I'm eating.
Yeah, dude. That is really how it went. He's like, so you ever gone for a spin in an American muscle car? No, but I have fucked a girl straight in the ass.
He goes, come on, man. I'm eating.
And then he just beelined away, never talked to me. I got in some trouble too. I told Leo on the podcast that some guy there had a baby. He was cradling the baby the whole time. And I was playing football. I just throwing, playing catch back and forth. And I told Leo on the podcast immediately after the wedding that I just had this burning desire to drill the baby in the head with the football. It came out of nowhere.
Dude, you're fucking...
And the guy heard it. The guy heard the pod.
You just say it's an accident.
Bro, you don't...
Could have, yeah.
Dude, you don't fucking... Dude, we do a lot of shit together, like, in the real world where, like, we're not filming, right? Like, we'll do some open mics and shit. And this guy consistently, like, makes it awkward sometimes. Like, not awkward, but it's like he's just out of pocket, man. Like, this guy's telling us, like, a pretty long story about he got some pussy, like, this guy, he's a cool guy, comedian we see a lot. And he tells this whole drawn out story, and then Danny he hears the end of it, and we're all like pausing because I guess it's like I had responded already. Then Danny just looks at him and he goes, "Well, did you rape her?" Dude, I'm like, it's like there's a third guy. There's a third guy that's never hung out with us before. So all of a sudden, it's like this guy's like, who the fuck is this guy, dude? Yeah, it's interesting.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember that. This is like your.
I think you might be the worst person to invite to a wedding.
No,
yes, he is.
I think show up with like a camera crew.
What did you do? You did a fucked up dude.
I did not say that. You have false memories. Like you remember me saying that you had a nice cock, which I've never uttered in my entire life. I definitely didn't make that comment to that guy.
Cock. You said, hey, Leo has got a nice show cock.
Never said that. Once. Never would say that.
Said it.
I would like to show your cock to a fucking moil, you dirty bastard. You know what I'm saying, Zachary?
Yes, worst guy to bring to a wedding. I mean, his editor's wedding, we went there together, and dude, he did he used it basically for stage time. You know what I mean? Like he did gotta get 3 crowd work jokes, a really racist crowd work joke. Then
were you the best man? You did the speech?
I was effectively the best man.
You just took the mic. You're like, I have some shit to say.
In my own mind, I was the best man there. And that gave me at least like 5 minutes stage time. And so I got up and it was like, it was sort of like a Carlin special Again, where he's in the round. It's called Again, right? It was basically in the round. I was out in the middle, and I channeled that George Carlin, made a Nagasaki joke.
Yeah, dude.
Made a statutory rape joke about the bride and groom. It was fun.
I mean, let's keep going with these things. Whenever we have lunch on the road, right, we got a cameraman with us usually, then me and him, right? He can't go the full meal without telling the waiter, waitress.
Usually the waitress.
That our cameraman has a tiny penis. He waits for the food to come usually, but he just can't.
That way he doesn't get tampered with.
if the waiter is Latino, can't speak English, he makes me say it in Spanish.
Rip it in Spanish right now.
Él tiene un pene pequeño. So like, you know.
And the camera guy's just like, see.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. And then, yeah, you know, but yeah, it's been going on for years, so it's fun, you know. I mean, now I feel like I've become a sort of like, I mean, I can't hang at like a liberal get together with a bunch of liberals is tough, dude, for any comedian, I think.
Yeah, it's tough. Have you tried
Would
it?
you
Like,
say? I mean,
not a good time.
for any comedian, it's kind of tough, right? I mean,
and you won't even know you're offending them.
yeah, you won't know exactly.
They won't say anything. They'll just hate you.
That exactly.
Yeah.
You and you will just start feeling tension, and it really takes. It's not like you tell somebody that your cameraman is a small cock. And
Right.
it's not like you get up on stage and start talking about your penis. It's just like I went to a CrossFit competition with my ex-girlfriend because her brother was competing, and like everybody, and it was like a really woke gym in San Diego that they competed with. So like to give you an example, they have the BLM fist in their bio, this gym, and a fucking Pride Progress flag. And like 3 people on this powerlifting team are like non-binary. I don't know why. But I was trying as hard as I could to monitor the conversation and like clamp it down and keep it under control. But just something about me is the enemy to people of the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Like I'm just very offensive. No, it's not even Democrats. It's like the California New Wave Democrat fucking hates me.
Yeah, you would have to kind of do a lot of work to undo what your ancestors have done. If you were like, if that was your plight.
Some of them were white too. It wasn't like they were all black though.
Yeah, but
The most insufferable ones are white.
Yeah. Oh, they're the worst.
they're white women, dude, by far.